Hello friends, welcome to Physics Live channel. Today we are going to study the time dilation. We know the relativistic effect, that is time dilated for a moving body. So the time dilation in which a moving clock ticks more slowly than a clock at rest. Here we know that the measurement of time in which it is affected by relativistic motion, that is clock moves, that is tick slowly. We are considering the case of spacecraft in which the time interval between two events is t0. That is, the t0 is the proper time, because what is the proper time? The time which is measured at same place of the event and the observer. And when it measures from the ground, the time will be longer than the proper time, that is time dilated. If the event and observer at the same time and same place, that is the proper time, and event and observer at a different place and the time will be greater than the proper time, that is the effect time dilation. Okay, we have the time dilated expression, that is t is equal to t0 divided by under root 1 minus v square by c square, but t0 is the proper time, t is the time interval on clock in motion related to another, related to observer, v is the speed of relativistic motion, c is the speed of light. Okay, we have to by heart this formula, t is equal to t0 under root 1 minus v square by c square. Here we have a question, that is, a spacecraft is moving related to the earth. An observer on the earth finds that between 1 pm and 2 pm, according to her clock, 3601 seconds elapsed on the spacecraft clock. What is the spacecraft's speed related to the earth? That is, they want to find the relative speed of the spacecraft, that is v. Here given t is equal to 3601 second and t0 is equal to 3600 second, because 1 hour. T is equal to t0 under root 1 minus v square by c square. From that we can easily find v, because we can take this term denominator to the side, left side, and we can get v, and we can substitute c, that is light velocity, that is 2.998 into 10 raised to 9, and 1 minus 3600 divided by 3601 all square. From that we get the answer as 7.1 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. That is the relative speed of the spacecraft. Next we are going to find the effect, that is Doppler effect. It is an effect in sound varies depending whether the source and observer or both are moving. That is, we have to by heart the expression, that is nu is equal to nu 0 into 1 plus v by c divided by 1 minus v by c, where nu is the observer frequency and nu 0 is the source frequency. V is the speed of observer, capital V is the speed of the source. Here it is the basic expression. For that we have to take negative for motion away from source and positive for away forward the source, and positive for motion towards the observer and negative for motion away from the observer. We know that the pitch of the sound will increases when the observer comes to the source or source comes to observer. So there is a change in the pitch because there is a change in the frequency. This effect is called Doppler effect. We know that there is also Doppler effect in light, which is different from the sound because it has no medium for light. We are discussing the three situations, that is an observer which is moving perpendicular to the source. Here it is source and the observer, it is moves perpendicular to the source, where the Doppler effect nu is equal to nu 0 under root 1 minus v square by c square. That is, if you move to the perpendicular to the source, that means the light source, the frequency will be decreased. And we have two conditions, that is we considering a source and observer receding or away from the source, that is nu is equal to nu 0 under root 1 minus v by c divided by 1 plus v by c. And if you considering the observer which is moving towards the source, means the frequency is increased, that is nu is equal to nu 0 under root 1 plus v by c divided by 1 minus v by c. So we have to by heart, or we have to understand these things. You should focus on this expression, that is Doppler effect of the sound, that is nu is equal to nu 0 into 1 plus v by c divided by 1 minus v by c. This is velocity observer, this is velocity of source, and this is an expression in which we have to put negative if it is away from the observer, away from the source, and v is the speed of source. It is to taken, that is negative for away from the observer, and towards the observer means we have to take positive. Okay. I have discussed the Doppler effect in light and sound. Here one question, that is a driver is caught going through a red light. The driver claims to the judge that the color she actually saw was green. That is, frequency is equal to 5.60 into 10 raised to 14 Hertz and not red. For nu 0 is equal to 4.80 into 10 raised to 14 Hertz. Because of the Doppler effect, the judge accepts this explanation and instead finds her for speeding at the rate of $1 for each kilometer per hour. She exceeded the speed limit of 80 kilometer per hour. What was the fine? So we have to find the Doppler effect because of the relative speed. So we know that the light source is there and the observer which comes or towards it, moves towards it. So the equation is nu is equal to nu 0 under root 1 plus v by c divided by 1 minus v by c. And we have to find the velocity, so we have to find the expression like that. Nu by nu 0 is equal to under root 1 plus 1 v by c divided by 1 minus v by c, and we have the simplification like this. You know everything, but just square and we just cross multiplying, and we get the velocity terms put together, and you get the velocity equation as nu square minus nu 0 square divided by nu square plus nu 0 square. So we know the actual frequency of the red light, and she seen that it is a green. So we know the frequencies of green and red, and that is given in the question, and we get the velocity of relative speed of the vehicle is 4.59 into 10 raised to 7 meter per second. We have to convert it into kilometer per hour. That is, we just multiply by 18 by 5, or we know that 1 meter per second is equal to 3.6 kilometer per hour. Okay, and you know that is she have to pay, that is for exceeding speed for $1 for each kilometer per hour. So 1.65 into 10 raised to 8 minus 80 into $1, that is this much value. Okay, so you understand the question. If you are in relative speed and there will be a Doppler effect, the equation should be very important. Next, that is the expanding universe. You know that the Doppler effect, which causes an explanation for the expansion of universe. The Doppler effect in light is important tool in astronomy. That is, stars emit lights and their characteristic frequencies are called spectral lines, and the motion of stars towards or away from the earth. The distant stars show a shift towards lower frequency, that is energy is very small, that is redshift, and they shows that the stars which is residing from us, the speed of recession is directly proportional to distance, that is Hubble's law. So here one question which is related to this, that is a distant galaxy in the constellation is residing from the earth at 6.18 into 10 raised to 7 meter per second. By how much is a green spectral line of wavelength 500 nanometer emitted by this galaxy shifted toward the red end of the spectrum? So we know the equation for residing, the equation changes with the minus. We know that the actual equation we have, that is nu is equal to nu 0 under root 1 plus v by c divided by 1 minus v by c. So here is residing means there is a sign change, so the equation is like that. And we know that lambda is equal to c by nu. We have to find the wavelength shift. So c by nu 0 under root 1 minus v by c divided by 1 plus v by c, and we know that they are come to upside, and you have to put there, we have to just change in terms of c, the speed is given in the question, that is we have to divide with the 3 into 10 raised to 8 and into with the 3 into 10 raised to 8, that 3 into 10 raised to 8, that is c, that is 0.204 c. So we substitute, then we can cancel c and we get the answer as 650 nanometer. So the actual green spectral line, that is the characteristic frequency, characteristic wavelength of the star, that is 500 nanometer. Here they given a wavelength, that is 650 nanometer. So we have the shift, that is 150 nanometer. Okay, so it is 615 means they are shifted to the orange spectrum of the spectrum, that is they shows the shift. Thank you for watching. Here we understand what is the time dilation and also the Doppler effect. Doppler effect both in sound and light, and we should remember the basic equations and also its evidence, the expanding universe, that is stars show the shifts, and it is for shift which represent the universe which is expanding. Okay.